Hey people, Intred here, 3v3 faction war. This is Cathari Ruins and Orks versus Chaos Space Marines for the blue Orky team. The Tenso is a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins with a twin link shooter. Alongside, it's good old Floid as a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. And rounding off the team, our twins, where have you gone today you are, is a Mekboy. Teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, has a bunch of Orky gadgets. Red Chaos fellas. Arise is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. Alongside, Dice Rolls Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee. And rounding off the teams, Strike Down His Foes is a Plague Champion. Starts off with a damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support, can also repair, just backing off the angry Warboss. But here comes some Chaos Lord support, 2v2 fight in the Southwest VP here. None of these victory points on this map are natural victory points, so you can see some big triple cap swings, often get quite short games on this for that reason. Heretics moving in. Two squads of them. There's two squads of sluggers there. Heretics coming out on top with a bunch of bolts of fire backing them up. Shooter boys backing off. Mekboy's taking a fair bit of damage here. Needs to be careful. More sluggers coming in now. These are our twin sluggers. Mekboy shot down. Heretics Doom Blast and run. Bunch of bolts of fire for these sluggers now. CSM can hang with them in melee, especially if they're low like that. They can finish them, I think. Yep, sluggers wiped. That was a little bit sloppy there from our twins. Should not have ran them in that much, especially after the Mekboy fell. These shooter boys getting a knob leader. These are Floids. It was Floid with the double sluggers that you saw initially, by the way. They're Tenso with double shooters into a Pain Boy. We have double Heretics into CSM for Arise. Dice Roll with CSM into Raptors and double CSM for Strike Down Your Foes. Can support them with the Mucus Discharge, Breath of Nurgle perhaps. Both of these guys with Eternal War here. Meanwhile, 2 gens up for the Orks. I thought maybe Arise was going to push it, but they have stabilized a bit in the middle. And they've got this contested power, although it is being bashed by the Kommando. CSM are going to go have a word with Heretic support. Mekboy should get revived, which will mean a chunk of XP for the Warboss. There we go. Don't think it will level him these days, but it'll be a nice chunk. Double CSM. Heretics need to hang back here and worship, I think. And the Plague Champion has actually gone for Blight Grenades in response to the double sluggers, I guess. Those sluggers are run off. Heretics in a bit of a dicey spot. Stomp came in from the Warboss there and sends them packing. Here comes the Chaos Lord with a big special and the kill the week. Throws up the Dark Halo. Raptors jump in the back lines. They have that suppression on landing, that cacophony effect. In my headcanon, those guys are like Slaneshi Raptors. And that's why they make all that noise when they land. Warboss is going to fall, I think. Yep, good fight for the Chaos fellas. Came in at just the right time, did Dice Roll. And now they can move on to the power. Meanwhile, northeast, Kommando knobs fallen over. But the Orks are capping. Or are they? Yes, they are. And sluggers with burners going for the power, supported by a Pain Boy who can heal them over time. Shooters with big shooters, and Commando's repurchased, I guess because the Warboss was down. They may have been able to wait for the Mekboy to get up there, but that would have slowed things down a bit. Raptors and the Chaos Lord almost wiping those sluggers. They may have considered jumping the Raptors, but they didn't have the energy anyway. Chaos Lord now fighting a Mekboy in these ruins. Teleports out, tons of Daka for the Chaos Lord who needs to run. Good pressure though. Facilitated this bash here. And they have plenty held back to fight off this counterattack, I think. Plague Champion still in play. Got Aspiring Champion Heretics, those double CSM with Eternal War. And also Dice Roll stuff. Dice Roll's getting some more CSM here. There's some Corn Worship for +2 speed. Floyd's pushing mid now. Has double burners on the sluggers. And it looks like our twins got some new sluggers up with burners as well. Focusing down the Mekboy. Heretics moving in a little bit quickly, I think. Looks like they're targeting the Mekboy. They're actually quite lucky to get away. If the sluggers went after them there, they would have gone down. I don't think they needed to push them in that quickly. When you have double CSM like that, try to plant your CSM behind cover, worship the crap out of them with your noble heretics. And then when stuff gets close, such as the sluggers, you can move your heretics into combat. I mean, they were caught in a kind of non-cover position here, having just bashed the power. So maybe they just didn't want to turn their back and get caught. Orks through onto the Chaos team's power now. Raptors jumping into a whole bunch of trouble. Warboss with the stomp. Or was that just a special? That might have just been a special attack there. Raptors barely make it out. Sluggers were on them with burners, and those burners are, of course, power weapons in melee. So they threaten Chaos Space Marines quite a lot. Heavy infantry. Doesn't seem like they bashed anything. Chaos very quickly got back out to a defensive position. Those Raptors paid for that hasty defense, but they did get away, I think, with 2 models, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got away with 2 models. So that's not too bad. Meanwhile, the Tenso's pushing the power up towards the east. Some infiltrated sluggers there, infiltrated by their Kommando. One of his global abilities, Hide the Boys. And they're bashing power and decapping it, thanks to the Painboy. Painboy's taking some damage. Level 2, though, he's doing well. Sorcerer's getting revived. I wonder if we'll see Robes of Torment to shut down that little melee blob that the Tenso has with the Painboy and those sluggers. It's only going to get more dangerous when they get their Nob Leader and the Painboy gets a more powerful heal. Meanwhile, strike down his foes, the Plague Champion sent his forces all the way northeast. Orks do have a power in the northeast corner. Got their natural back. It's being noded. You need to node your power before you can build more generators. Yeah, I thought they'd maybe go for an instant hit back on the power, but didn't quite have the mobility for that. Got Noise Marines, though, for Arise. And they are bashing. They've left the southwest completely open, and the Orks are taking it. They may push onto the power as well. Chaos Lord would kill the weak. Warboss throws Ard Boys on himself, just kicks the Chaos Lord there. He's got the Bang Bang Hammer, but sometimes he just kicks you, and Spiky Armor's in. Grenade Barrage. Oh wow, somehow hits nothing with the barrage there. Stun Bomb goes in. Good hit. Triple CSM with Eternal War all bunched up here from Arise and Dice Roll. And Sluggers gets in with the Painboy. That heal over time can make them so difficult to deal with the Sluggers, and they are tearing through the CSM. Can they get the Sluggers down? I don't think they quite can. Oh, maybe. They do. There was more stuff in retreat path. Sluggers wiped. Weird Boy on the way for our twins in tier 2. More Sluggers on the way for the Tenso. Kommando has fallen, by the way, over here. Now they're trying to bash power. This might be a half-hearted attempt. Those CSM went way too far forward there. They were trying to get on those shooter boys. I think they should have shot at the Warboss from further back, maybe. But strike down his foes with their double CSM are in play. Now focusing down the double shooters. Not a lot of cover here. It's all been broken, probably, by the Warboss. Double Sluggers now with their Nob Leaders. Yeah, you need to run the heck away from that. Cacophony from Arise. May have saved a model or two there, actually. Using a little burst of disruption. 407 to 452. You can see Strike Down saying thank you there for that little save. Here's the Weird Boy then. Sub-Commander for Orks. Fantastic at damaging and controlling large groups of enemy infantry. Also has powerful support abilities. This guy's a big threat. Raptors may be going after him in the future. Right at the moment, they're jumping on the blob of Orks here. There's that warp vomit. Area of effect stun that does not affect friendlies. It's insanely powerful. Raptors survive it though. Bloodletters. Oh, they were pulled in. They were just blood sacrifice bloodletters from Dice Roll, I think. There's a Death Dread. So they need some kind of anti-vehicle, which they really don't have right now. Orks could be very aggressive here with that Death Dread. They do have a heavy melee weapon on the Raptors, but that Death Dread will have melee resistance and be doing a bunch of splash damage and stuff. They don't really want to fight it. Corn Worship from Dice Roll to help them out with the mobility. We do indeed see the Robes of Torment. There's a Chains of Torment. Getting those shooter boys in a bad spot. Here come the double sluggers though. This is what you want to save it for, really. Chaos Lord has had enough of these Orks. It's time for Lightning Claws. You just saw the, what's it called, Destructive Strike there. Also has Harness of Rage to power the Dark Halo. Should be quite a powerful melee build there for the Chaos Lord. The Lightning Claws attack quickly, granting energy to himself and those around him, of course. And it also powers the Dark Halo, of course, which converts damage to energy loss rather than health. Goes after the Weird Boy briefly. That's a good Blastmaster shot from Arise. Almost got the wipe on the sluggers with the Chaos Lord chipping in there. Goes straight after the Weird Boy again. Can't really do much against the Death Dread with Lightning Claws as a power weapon. Decent hit from the Blastmaster again. I do not see any dedicated anti-vehicle coming out. What are these heretics doing? You do not want to fight a Death Dread, fellas. Just trying to act as a distraction, maybe? Got some Marco Zinch Chaos Space Marines from Arise. I don't think I agree with that purchase. You're facing the threat of a Death Dread. I think you should be investing in dealing with that rather than more anti-infantry damage. I mean, the CSM alone are doing decent damage versus these light infantry Orks. We've got some Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines from Dice Roll, so they can meet those sluggers head on. And now a Plague Fist of the Plague Champion. Armor of Pestilence as well. These two Chaos heroes, all of a sudden massive threats in melee. Level 2 Sorcerer, level 4 Chaos Lord, level 2 Plague Champion. We'll see how they do. Death Dread backs away. And the Mark of Khorne fellas, their aspiring champion does have that Melter Pistols you just saw there. 407 to 351. Death Dread with the burners and bits. I heard the Blastmaster shooting at something. Oh, the Warboss, I guess. Was that the... No, I thought I saw a trophy rack there for a second. Meanwhile, they are getting a bit of damage on their Death Dread. It's adding up. Now they're bashing power. Looks like the Mark of Khorne CSM are in their ranged stance to try and shoot the Death Dread down with that Melter Pistol. Now they back off after a full bash. What's the Mekboy doing? Why is he chasing him like that? Just trying to tie up the CSM, maybe? He's got the big shooter. Taking huge amounts of damage. Barely gets away there. Painboy did not want to use the heal on him. He needs to save it for the sluggers or something. Kommando Nob just runs up to them and uses Kaboom with the Mega Boom Kit, which is why he wasn't knocked around himself, the Commando there. Chaos Lord runs away. There's a lot of Orks now. I don't know if they can hold against this, but they're going to give it a good old try. Oh, there's Bloodlust going in. Global buff from the Chaos Lord, granting all of his units more damage as they land attacks. You get more of a buff for landing a melee attack, of course. Heretics are down. CSM bravely in there. That's a lot to take on, even with Bloodlust. I think that was a waste. In the end, a waste of that global. I mean, you could say that they delayed losing the VP a bit. Maybe buying time for Strike Down to get here. But it's not a cheap global, I think. I think it's 175. And up against the Death Dread, they're not going to do much. Commando just did a Kaboom, I think, and then ran away. Weird Boy now has the Warpath. Damage resist and speed, usually used alongside sluggers to run them into danger or away from danger, but using it with those shooter boys at the moment. Blastmaster continues to get good shots in. How is it not leveled yet? Meanwhile, Southwest turning blue for Chaos again. Those double Mark of Zinc CSM fully upgraded with their aspiring champions who have those demonic plasma guns. Huge damage to a single entity. Even more so when they start hitting level 4 to level 3 and level 2 at the moment. 299 to 351. They still don't really have a hard answer to that death threat. They have got it very low though with their current stuff, so maybe they're thinking we could just finish it off with the Melt Pistol and the Demon Maul and stuff. Sluggers just wiped. Mekboy wipes. Mekboy does go down. Rough fight for them. They've got some flash kits on though, right here with blasters. They'll be aiming for that blob of CSM, I think. Foot of Gork. Misses, but it did deny those guys that area. Chaos Lord runs in to buy time for this tap. Looks like it's gonna work, I think. Can they get a full bash? Maybe. Oh, CSM spotted the weird boy in a bad spot. Almost got him down. Chaos Lord falls, trying to finish off the flash kits there. Stun bomb is... oh, not dodged. Those guys got stunned, alright. Sluggers need to be repairing that Death Dread. I think it keeps moving around. He's excited. Floyd with a looted tank on the way. There's tier 3 for the Tenso, the last player to get there. Yeah, it seems like the red team largely... Chaos Flows largely skipped tier 2 in terms of new units. In fact, I don't think we saw any, did we? Bunch of upgrades to existing units and war gear for the heroes. I don't think they got any new units out. Tons of resources for Arise. Saving for a super unit maybe. Or maybe they're waiting for the red to get Terminators up. Either way, saving for something. Last Master continues to do some good work here. Although I'm sure it's doing friendly fire as well to those heretics. It's a good warp vomit, but the sluggers couldn't push. These guys will be dealt with, and they defend that central VP. Can they get to the northeast quickly? Raptors jumping through. I don't know why their CSM tide went into melee there. Should have just shot them. Here's a looted tank. And that's what it does. Already has the reinforced plating. One more shot and I think those CSM would have wiped to have bunched up like that. Orks are back on the mid. There's the boom gun. Wow, you could do that at quite close range, eh? The Tenso with new shooter boys. Oh, did they get subjugated? I think something got subjugated there. But then the Sorcerer died. Mark of Corn CSM getting stuck in, doing a good job there. Heretics running them off as well. Death Dread is still around, level 2 now. Done some good work. Here comes a Land Raider Phobos for Arise. Heretics capping mid. Sluggers maybe coming to say hello, and that Death Dread. More sluggers up in the north as well, look. It's a lot of sluggers, and the Sorcerer, oh, the Sorcerer's back. I was going to say the Sorcerer's Robes of Torment would be great here. And there is indeed that Tome of Subjugation. Arise cancels the Phobos and gets a great unclean one. Not going to complain about that. Back down to the southwest, Orks taking the VP. 176, 351. Decent VP lead for the Chaos fellas. Double flash kits now for R-Twins. It's a big threat to the Chaos Space Marines with those blasters. Area of effect, psychic damage. Psychic damage does extra versus heavy and super heavy infantry. To try and simulate the fact that it doesn't matter what armor you have on, of course, if it's psychic damage. Terminators. Chaos Terminators coming in for strike down his foes. Ready to strike down their foes, I guess. With combi bolters and power fists. Good jump from the Raptors, suppressing both of those flash kits. And the Chaos Lord getting in there. Level 6 this guy gets warp vomited. Raptors jump again. Painboy tries to counter initiate them. Does have a decent melee weapon, that guy. Damage over time adds up. And there's the Death Dread to help out as well. But they didn't drop a model. Well done. Level 3 Raptors there. Judged that fight really well. Dice roll some good jumps. Subjugated Sluggers are now back under Orky control. Weird Boy might help get a kill on these guys. No, there's a foul snare though from the Great Unclean One. Super unit for Chaos. Passively damages nearby enemies with nasty melee and some cool abilities, as you saw. Tank is really far forward, doesn't really feel threatened, I guess. Another Great Unclean One on the way. This time it's Dice Roll. What are they going to do with these Terminators, I wonder? These fellas can get Lightning Claws for incredibly powerful anti-infantry melee, or an autocannon for more generalist ranged damage. They're going to power fist the Warboss to death is what they're going to do. Not sure what was up with it. Just really wanted to fight them. Looted tank on the way now for Floid. And there's a Nob Squad. That's a second looted tank. I thought the Tenso had a looted tank. Did they get blown up, or am I just an idiot? And they never had one, and it was always Floyd's. I guess it was always Floyd's. The Tenso, though, has a Nob Squad, which is going to be fun. Subjugated Shooter Boys. That's going to be brought right next to the Great Unclean One, who then clouds or flies them. It's a big stomp with damage over time. Are they going to get away? I don't think so. That guy's super did not get away. Triple cap for Chaos here. Great time to get that triple. And the Orks hit back with a triple of their own as a Nob Squad infiltrated. And double looters. You see there the Nob leader of the Nob Squad came in and he wasn't infiltrated. Noble Vomits. Didn't seem to hit anything. Another Noble Vomit from the other Great Unclean One. That hit the tank pretty good. It's going to be tough to get on 2 VPs, I think, for the Orks with the Great Unclean Ones around. It might be wise to avoid the mid, although the mid seems pretty clear right now, actually. Looks like the southwest is the best defended with the Plague Champion and stuff, and that Blastmaster. Chaos Terminator is getting low. Oh, they got claws. I'm not sure what got them so low. Triple flash kits had something to do with it, I guess. Open wide the abyss. Where? Did they use Imperial Abyss somewhere? I'm not sure. Maybe he's just the Chaos Lord yelling about stuff. Great Unclean One is not going to get away unless Arise is paying attention. There it is. There's the Abyss. It's a good one too. Pretty good one. Arise could save this Great Unclean One, I think, with Warp. Looks like you made it out, you know, with some Corn Worship helping it out. 68 to 203. Double tanks getting quite low, but they did a huge amount of work. Lots and lots of shooting in there. Our twins got hit with that nuke quite hard. Getting more flash kits though. Oh wait, what was that? Was that a Rocks? It was a Rocks. A Rocks to stop the cat there. This Great Unclean One is still very, very low. Another Rocks going in. Surprised they didn't aim for this low Great Unclean One. Seems like he's running back into combat. Wants to get a foul snare on the Weird Boy. And then they all jump on him, look. Well played, dice roll. Spotted that. Raptors then jump. Trying to finish off the Weird Boy. They got him. Instantly exploded as well, look at that. 68 to 203. Excellently played by dice roll to get that Weird Boy down. Looks like the Terminators are healed up. They're sitting in the mid. Can the Orks get 2 VPs off these guys? Plague Champion is down over here now. Orks have the northeast. That power is already bashed. Can they mob the mid now? Nob squad just tearing stuff apart. Was that Heretics going down there? I think that was Strike Down's Heretics. Getting struck down. 2 of red team's heroes are down now. Can the blue team do this? Our twin is down to just double flash kits. One of them without blasters, although they are getting them. These Terminators are in trouble. Blasters doing huge amounts of damage. Here comes double CSM support. A Rock's dropped in. Forces them to move forward into the Nob squad. Nob squad getting too low though. 58 to 203. Great Unclean One is infiltrated by Arise's infiltrating worship. Gets up onto the tank. Orks capping mid. 50 to 203 now. And what is this? It's a Mekboy. Teleports into an awkward spot where these guys can't shoot him. Not even these guys are interested in shooting him, but it seems like he's going to melee them a bit. 47-203. 1-to-1 cap. Rod of Warpfire now. And now we have subjugated flash kits. Ouch. Lots of friendly fire there. Raptors jumping in, going for the tank. Trying to get behind it there. But they're being path blocked and things. That was a Plague Marine missile. They're trying to repair the tank, but down it goes. I'm not sure if those Raptors are going to get away, though. The Raptors are surviving longer than I thought, but they did not get away. More flash kits for our twins. 2 Nob squads on the field now. There's Chains of Torment. Orks can't quite get their orky hands on this VP here. Southwest is clear, look. Mekboy might be able to get down there. Infiltrated Nob squad coming in. I don't think... What about Arise? Okay, Arise could spot them with their Heretics. Nob squad, do they really want to fight those Terminators with claws by themselves? Kaboom goes in. Brown Q1 doing a good job, just killed a Nob. Plague Champion fighting a Nob squad now. Not an amazing fight for him to take. I mean, he's tough, but they will do him. Down goes the Plague Champion. But Lightning Claws helping out. He didn't go down. I thought the Plague Champion went down there. No, that wasn't the Plague Champion's Decorator I was seeing. That was the Nob squad's heavy melee Decorator there. Chaos Terminators sliced them up. What they do. Got some chosen Plague Marines now as well. 47 to 187. 2-to-1 for the Orks. Orks have the northeast and the southwest. Need to try and stay mobile here because the double Great and King Ones and double Terminators make the Chaos Fellas a formidable toe-to-toe foe. Don't really want to try and crash against that. I mean, Nob squads are going to have a go, that's for sure. Look at them. This is the Tenso's Nob squad. These Terminators got the auto cannon, so they're not as much as a threat in melee. Nob squad held up like 2 armies there. Maybe facilitating a decap. Grand Clean One's having a word. Big stinky word. Wasn't able to disrupt them though. They got the decap. Well done, fellas. It's a no-cap game right now. Sorcerers on the northeast. Chaos Lord on the southwest. So it may actually be a triple for Chaos if they can get the mid back as well. Here comes the Rocks. Can he get a big hit on that tank? It can't. Got a few hits though. Great Unclean One moving in. This is dice rolls. Great Unclean One. 34-162. Sorcerer unable to cap the northeast. Orks are on it now. And is this a tank? Oh, it's the other Great Unclean One. Slugger's grabbed it. 1-to-1 now. Awesome game so far. Warboss wants to fight the Great Unclean One with a hammer. There's Foul Snare on the Weird Boy. Great Unclean One needs to be careful. Arise. Can they? Oh, they don't have the red to warp it out, you know. This guy might fall. Weird Boy getting friendly fire, of course. Gonna go down. And then they need to leave, because that thing's gonna explode and do outrageous amounts of damage. Meanwhile, there's a noxious cloud in base. That missile hit that flash kit and took it out. And there's a nuke in base. That's from the Chaos Lord. Poor R-Twins. GG, they say. Down to 5 VPs, the Orks. Looks like the Chaos fellas are gonna take it. Awesome stuff. Orks versus Chaos faction wars. I like my happy place. Commando Nob was level 6 and down at the end. Level 7 Warboss at the end. And we had a level 4 mech. Level 6 Chaos Sorcerer. Chaos Lord was level 8. Powerful melee build. And a level 6 Plague Champion with a las cannon turret at the end there. Some vital fights, I think. And those nukes, those nukes from Dice Roll was super effective. Really messed up R-Twins. I wonder how it would have been if they didn't get whacked so much with that. Awesome stuff. Chosen Plague Marines. Oh, I didn't get a level. Damn you. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to these players for taking part in a faction war and the Tenso for getting this replay to me. I'll see you guys next time.